All right, it looks like we are now live. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Michelle Christensen from michellechristensen.com, and I'm a speaker, strategist, and best-selling author for solopreneurs or one-person businesses. Now, even if you've never heard that word before, solopreneurs are everywhere. In fact, according to the U.S. Census Bureau, more than three-fourths of the businesses in the U.S. have no employees, which makes them solopreneurs. Now, most people start their solopreneur business doing something that they love or something that they're great at. But that doesn't necessarily mean you can have a successful business, even if you're really great at what you do. It takes a certain skill set and knowledge base to run a business. And the skills and knowledge are completely learnable. And that's, in fact, what I teach people. I show people how to have a profitable, sustainable business doing what you love or what you're great at without being overwhelmed or working 24/7. Now, there's a lot of people who can teach you how to have a whole organization or how to hire people or have a big team and that kind of thing. Uh, and that's a great way to work. And it's definitely a way to run a business. However, it's not the only way to run a business. I, for one, have been a solopreneur since 2009, and I love the simplicity, the freedom, the flexibility, the autonomy. I love everything about being a solopreneur, almost everything. So don't feel like you're alone if you really have, you know, thoughts of being a one-person business. It's a great way to go. But one of the things about being a solopreneur is that we have a lot to do. When you're responsible for the entire business, there's always a lot on your plate. So it's super important to stay on top of your to-do list. And that's why I've created this series of to-do list tips. It's just a bunch of small tips, little changes you can make that will help you to feel more on top of your workload and more confident that you're working on the right thing right now. You can find the entire to-do list tips series on my blog or YouTube channel under to-do list tips. Now, today's to-do list tip has to do with email, the dreaded email. It seems like everybody gets a lot of email, and certainly it's a big deal for solopreneurs because we run the whole business. So when you're getting a lot of email on top of that, it's a lot to take care of. Now, sometimes when I talk to clients about managing their workload, they'll say something like, oh, I have to do my email. And email should not be an item on your to-do list. It may sound like I'm splitting hairs, but it's not. And just hear me out on this. I'm really not just trying to argue semantics and how to write things. Email isn't a defined task. It's a way of communicating. And when you put something so vague as email on your to-do list, there's no way to know when you're done or what the outcome is. When your tasks that you put on your to-do list should always have like a specific way of knowing that it's done and an outcome that you want from it. So what could you put instead of email? Well, you could put something like empty your inbox, or something like sort and respond to urgent emails, or route all emails from customers. With all of these things, there's a specific outline of the task, what's to be done. You'll know when you're done and what the outcome is. Now, why does this matter? Without a clear outcome, like an empty inbox or an empty urgent label, email can take all day and it can keep you from doing other work. It's one of these tasks that can expand and really fill as much time as you'll give it. That's why it's really important to put some parameters on it so that you know when you're done. So the takeaway on this is that email isn't a to-do list item. It's a way of communicating. Email doesn't belong on your to-do list any more than phone does or something like that. So when you need to put taking care of your email on your to-do list, make sure you have some specific definitions around what you hope to accomplish. An empty inbox, taking care of all your urgent emails, or taking care of everything from your customers. So if you liked this tip, I'd like you to go to michellechristensen.com/daily, and you can get a free copy of my special report called The 5 Biggest Mistakes That Solopreneurs Make in Writing Their Daily To-Do List and How to Avoid Them. Now, before you leave this page that's showing you the video, I would love it if you went below the video and used the social sharing buttons to share this video across your social networks. This is Michelle Christensen. Thanks a lot for joining me and have a great day. Bye bye.